Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Aquarius for the month of February, or from the time that you view this this video. So, of course, it is a general reading, and that means it will not resonate with each and every one of you. If it doesn't sound like your story, check your other placements. Your messages could be there, and if not, check back in the following week when I put out a new message for your sign. Okay. Beginning at the heart of this reading, we have the Black Mass. And so this is a card of perhaps unshakable belief in something or someone, or trying to be positive about your situation. It could also speak to being overconfident. It can be holding on tightly to something that is already dead and trying to revive it, trying to breathe life into it. And here we have it here, the romance. So maybe you're trying to bring romance back into your relationship because you still desire the cup. It feels like somebody, we have this articulation card at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, and the card of deliverance is the next card, along with the devil. So articulation is about someone feeling burdened, but they're not really going to talk about it. So they keep it inside. They may fear speaking the truth. They may fear if they bring it up, could make matters worse. Because here we see they're trying to crawl back into this shell. The shell's been cracked. It's broken. This is what at one time gave them comfort, love, support. Now it appears to be in the cold. It could be, with the devil being here, that this person could be in denial about their relationship. So what we have at the root is responsibility for creation. So this is needing to accept responsibility for one's part in something. Being responsible for your successes and your failures. And it has to do with the past. It has to do with the fool in the past, taking a risk on something. But I feel it's more than that. I feel that this fool bends down to reach for the rose, but there's a lot of dangers that surround it. It's almost like they don't want to see that, or they're in denial of that. This dog goes after its tail, going round and round. So this is something that has been going round and round, perhaps. Turning a blind eye to something, hoping to be able to breathe life back into it. Because it appears as though you've got all of the right information. You have all of the information that you need inside of you, that, to make the right decision. But it's like somebody who holds all the information but doesn't use it, is what this card would speak to. It could be also much keeping things to themselves, keeping beliefs to themselves. Again, not speaking up. This seems to be a very strong message. So they have all the right information. So at some level, they do know, but they're not using it, perhaps not accepting the fact that, you know, or not accepting this, what would be a failure to them, you know. And this has to do again with the marriage. And so this type of mentality here, because we do have Gemini ruling, so this is what they think or how they think, right? With Mercury, yeah, how they think, how they plan, how they're solving this problem is by not doing anything. And so by not doing anything, because they have the information, by not doing anything, they're setting themselves up for heartbreak in the future. These swords have not yet struck. It's almost like they're their own worst enemy here. You see, Eight of Swords with regards to this, to the marriage card again, or commitment card. So, keeping a lot of things inside. Your head hurts. Your heart hurts, you see. This guy's got a bandage around the head, a bandage over the heart, and there's just like this one thought that's keeping this person trapped, having to do with this marriage or this long-term commitment. This person, you know, wants to escape reality of the reality of their situation. It's like they don't want to face it. We have the Garden of Spirits here. This is an escape from reality card. What you thought was real, turns out it wasn't. And you have the, or that it was no longer, you know. Eight of Wands in reverse. We see that there's a disruption that happened, and perhaps you're feeling trapped, you're feeling bitter, resentful here. You have no weapon. It's almost like you feel powerless, like there's just nothing you can do, and it's like you dream of making peace with regards to this situation, you know. We have the Castle over here. You, with regards to the seeds that you've planted here, because right now everything is unclear, you see. We have the ship, the coffer, and the castle. So you may have retreated to the castle because you're facing a challenging situation that is very unclear. You know, maybe you're afraid, and maybe you feel you need to protect yourself. It can be preparation for the worst, preparation for what is to come, getting to the truth, a confrontation. The Rose. Again, it could be considered as a defense, and I'm going that way because of the castle, which is speaking to defense. It could be that you're trying to defend your reasoning, possibly, for wanting to breathe life into this situation. Yeah. You know, it could be that you've felt the thorns here in this relationship. You could be frustrated. The birds you've experienced a setback in love with these birds, okay? And you've suffered some damage. It's why you've retreated behind the castle. Or behind, or within the castle walls, okay? And so, the birds say that if you're wise enough, you will learn an important lesson here and change your misfortune into luck. It is a card of learning by experience. Now, we have the symbol on here, okay? So either you have or will decide, because it's coming with the Ace of Swords and Judgment. So you're going to take a decision, and you're going to decide that either that you've done all that you could for this relationship, take your lesson and walk away, or you're going to decide that there's no perfect relationship and you're going to try to make the best of it. Well, there's more information that is yet to come to you, okay? It is fated with the Inquisition. Somebody has been withholding truth. There's going to be, or this could be the consequences of our actions for denying this truth, for not speaking the truth, for not taking action on what we know to be true. There's a fated event that is coming in. It could be that you learn something new. And whatever it is, let me see, it's going to cause some upset here with this Three of Love. The cup here is spilt over. And I feel whatever it is, you want to put it behind you. You're in preparation. You're not liking, with the Seven of Wands, this is a preparation period. Preparing for battle, preparing perhaps to defend what little you have. But you are not happy. With regards to a new beginning here, you're not happy with your options. The truth, the communication that came out, it was not feeling like a victory, okay? It was not a good news that comes out here. So now you must decide, okay? You either will decide that you've done all that you could for this relationship, or, you know, with this relationship, for this person, or you will decide that there is no perfect relationship and you will try to make the best of it. And if that is the case, know that this is what you will face down the road. The damage a man thinks he has endured is actually something that brings value. Learning by experience. I thank you for watching, for liking, and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. Many blessings.